Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our loot videos from our 200 run series. This is where we go over the loot that we received after doing 200 runs of a dungeon, or the equivalent with open world farm, which I've done like 5 hours to make it equivalent of doing a 30-minute dungeon. But anyway, this one was with Uldaman, which of course you guys know is a great one to farm when you've already got a pretty decent stock built up, because you're hunting for things like super rares. Also, it's, you know, come to my knowledge after doing it for 1,000 runs, because we did do it for 1,000 runs, which you guys can always go back and check that video. It was 1,000 runs of it. And but it's also, you know, great for patterns, for the classic patterns. You know, I know when we did it for 1,000 runs, we got like 4 rich purple silk shirt patterns. So it was really amazing. And not just from the chest in there, we were also getting the stuff from just the mobs dropping, you know, a lot of those patterns. So that was kind of nice. And you do also get a lot of the iron lock boxes, which are some of the really nice lock boxes. They have a lot of the patterns and things in them. There's some other blue items, Obsidian Cleaver. You can also get the Shoveler, things like that. They're more common than the super rares, but you really are looking for a super rare or some really nice patterns. That's the main focus of doing this dungeon. There are some decent low value items too, like melee combat leggings. I've sold them constantly. So really good to get those. But anyway, before we jump to our first bait tune and check the loot out and see what we got, just like to mention, if you guys do like these loot videos, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, which actually our next one's going to be on islands, or also so you don't miss the clean out video on Sunday to see whether or not we sold any of these items that we're actually taking and looking over today. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop to our first bait tune, who's going to be holding all the loot from our 100 runs that we did on our Alliance Druid, because 200 runs. So then we'll switch over to our Horde Druid that also did 100 runs for a combined total of the 200 runs. So let's go ahead and jump to that bait tune now. All right, guys. So here on our Alliance banker, who is holding all the loot from our Alliance Druid. Again, if we do have like duplicates of high value items that we don't have on our Horde tune, we will trade them over, and vice versa. Don't really bother with the low value stuff. So first up, this is what we got from our Alliance Druid and their 100 runs. So we got our low value stuff over here. It's just the melee combat leggings. Still really good item. I mean, look at that sell rate, 0.013, really high. Sell them constantly. I know it's only 6,700, but it adds up, and a quick turnaround is always nice. Then we've got some of our lower blue items. We got the leggings of the vault, 9,343. Still not horrible sell rate, not as good as the melee combat leggings, but still not bad. Unearthed bands, 5,300. Then we've got the Adventurous Pith helmets, and that is 8,100. Got one of those. Spire Wind Feather, 8,400 for that one. Still not bad sell rates, you know, 0.004, 0.003. We're seeing those kind of numbers. Energy Cloak, 5,300 for that one. And then we've got 3 of these Beacons of Hope. It's offhand, 12, almost 13,000, 0.004 sell rate. And then we've got the Earthen Rod here for 6,200, 0.005 sell rate actually, so a little bit higher than all of those other ones. And then we've got the Stone Vault Shiv, 5,300 for that one as well, 0.006 sell rate. We've got 4 of those, and one that I constantly see sell too is this one right here, the Excavators brand. And actually it's almost high value. I mean, it's just right below at 19,000, 0.008 sell rate, and I constantly see these selling on my other realms. So excited to get some of those up and see if those can be a quick turnaround for us. And then we've got our higher value items, and we've got 2 of these, the Shovelers, and 21,000 for those, 0.009 sell rate. So actually even higher than the Excavators brand. So really nice there. And then we've got the Obsidian Cleaver for 43,000, 0.004 sell rate. These I don't really see sell too often. They're actually kind of really slow sellers. Unfortunately, no supers on this one, so we'll have to wait till we get to the Horde bait tune to see if they have any, but nope, none over here. And then we've got our blue patterns here. So we've got the plans for the mithril scale shoulders, 18,000, 0.008 sell rate. And then we've got the plans for the golden scale boots. Really nice one here, actually, 327,000 at a 0.10 sell rate too. Granted, we probably won't get the value for it, but still, it's a quick sell, and we can even get half that. Really, really nice. Pattern for the dusky boots for 222,000, 0.005 sell rate. And then all these items actually are separate because I got these out of the lock boxes. I just decided to separate them because I already had everything organized and before I opened the boxes. So this is what we got out of our lock boxes. Flannic shield here for 8,900, really low sell rate though. Elder's amber staff, 5,000. Hellslayer battle axe for 8,100, actually really high sell rate. I do actually see these sell a lot. 0.010. Thistle tea pattern for 29,000, 0.037 sell rate. Yeah, we sell these all the time. We got another arcade defender, which is actually going to be nice for our Alliance too, because we actually just sold 2 of these this last week. Unfortunately, it's 91,000 in value, but we only sold it for like right under 10,000. But yeah, 0.016 sell rate on those. Another dusky boots pattern. So if we don't have one on our horde tune, we can send one of these over. So really nice there, getting another one of those plans, 222,000. And then we just got a ring and a neck piece here. We got the assault band. We actually just recently sold one of these, or this last week we sold this for only a little over 1,000 gold, but it's still a ring, so I'm not expecting to get 15,000 for it. Although that epic ring, the freezing band, I have actually sold that one in the past for about 20,000. Necklace of Calici for 10,000 gold for that one there. But anyway, guys, that is it. No extra tabs on this one. No, we didn't get a super. Fortunately, we didn't get any rich purple silk shirt patterns. We'll really love to see that. But still, not bad. It's going to give us a nice variety of different items to actually put up on our auction house and see if we can't sell some of these. And we may even have one we can trade over. So let's swap over to our horde paint tune and see how they did. All right, guys. So over here now on our horde paint tune, holding all of our loot from our horde druid. Let's take a look, see what they got. And I didn't separate the items from the lockbox this time because I hadn't actually organized it yet, so I did just kind of throw everything together. But let's see what we got here. So Flannic shield, most likely that came from one of the lockboxes too. Male combat leggings, got 3 of those, so really nice that we got those over here as well. Male combat boots, actually do think this was a drop, almost 7,000 for that one. We didn't have any of the boots over on our Alliance tune though. Then we've got the enchant gloves riding skill, 18,000, almost 19,000, almost at the high value level here with that one. And we do actually have 2 of those, so really nice there. Then we've got our low value blue items. We got leggings of the vault. We actually got 3 of those, so really nice there. We only had 1 on our Alliance tune, so we are actually seeing duplicates of these items. And then the Venturous helmet here for 8,000. The Spiral Wind feather. We actually got 5 on our horde druid. We only had 1 over on Alliance. Energy cloak as well, 5,000. Only 1 beacon of hope though, 12,000, almost 13,000 for that one. And then Stone Vault shiv, we'll only have 2 of those. And then we also got the silence here for 8,500. And then we've got our high value items, and it looks like we will have some items that we can trade because it's definitely a lot more than we had on our Alliance tune. A gnawed blade, so we got 5 of those. We didn't have any on our Alliance druid, so definitely can trade 2 of those over probably. Only 22,000, so barely over the high value threshold, but still it's over it, so we can send a couple of those off. 0.005 sell rate. The shovelers, again, we got 2 of those over here as well, 21,000. Obsidian cleavers, we actually got 2 on our horde tune, 43,000. And then we got the obsidian greaves at 29,000. So unfortunately, we didn't have those on our Alliance tune. Fortunately, also, again, no other, no supers. So it's kind of a shame seeing that we actually did 1,000 runs and then we did 200 runs and we still haven't seen a super yet. Now, granted, we are hopping between 2 different druids, so it's kind of like half the amount of runs per druid, I guess, to adding up to seeing how long it takes before we actually do see a super. But hopefully when we do part 2, maybe we'll see one. But anyway, still really nice here. And actually it does look like I did separate the lockbox stuff. I just don't think I got as much. I just thought maybe because the shield was over here, but maybe this does actually drop an Uldaman. But I think I did with this being over here. So anyway, onto our patterns. We do have a pattern for the star belt here for 436,000, so really nice there. Although I did get one of these back when or 2 of these when I did the 1,000 runs. I still haven't sold one of those yet, so really slow seller, even though it's a 0.002. Well, I mean 0.002 is still kind of slow, so but hopefully we'll maybe see this one sell. It could also be just the right time when you get it looped too, so that could, you know, take effect in making a faster seller, hopefully. Anyway, then we've got the comfortable leather hat pattern here for 331,000. Actually, I don't know if I've ever even seen one of these sell ever, and even though it's a 0.005 sell rate, so really hopeful, but not expecting too much for this one. And then we've got the barbaric belt pattern for 289,000. So yes, we didn't get a dusky boots pattern, no rich purple silk shirt pattern, but I was saying the thing about the dusky boots pattern, meaning that we can actually trade one of those over from the Lion's Tune over here, so we can at least add one pattern, but we can trade a couple of these in all blades over to our Alliance Tune to try to sell one of those. And maybe even since this is so close to high value, maybe I'll even trade one of these over to our Alliance Tune. But then as far as our lockboxes, we actually only got this one item, I'm thinking. So, and that was the Wolvier harness for 25,000. Now I do believe it was we had like 50 lockboxes on our Alliance Tune, and we only had 40 on our Horde Tune, so it was like 10 less lockboxes, but still with as much as the Alliance Tune got, you would expect the Horde Tune got a little bit more, but they're just unlucky with the lockboxes. But Wolvier harness still a really good item, still sells super quick, so hopefully we'll see that move this week. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for the loot for Uldaman. Fortunately, no supers yet. And not even a single rich purple silk shirt pattern. And I claimed after the like 1,000 runs, this was the place to farm the rich purple silk shirt pattern, because I got 4 in 1,000 runs. So you think maybe we get one, but then again, we didn't get the first one until after, like, it was like run 549 when we got our first rich purple silk shirt pattern. But then they just started coming like really fast, like and we did get the first one out of a chest. It was actually out of the very first chest that you approach in Uldaman. But then it was we didn't get the second one, and we got the second one kind of soon after. I think it was in like less than 100 runs. I used to have the runs memorized as far as when I got them, but now it's been so long I can't really remember. But I do remember it was like within like 100 runs we got the second one. Then it wasn't until near the end though that we got the next 2, but they were kind of back to back. We got, you know, them within 100 runs of each other as well. But yeah, they were all 3 off drops off of Trogs, I believe it was. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for Uldaman. Just remember, if you do like the video, smash the big thumbs up. Let me know that you guys like the video. Also, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you guys don't miss the next one, and so you don't miss the clean out. See if we sell any of these items. Although it would have been nicer to get a super and see one of those sell, but we'll have to wait for round 2 of the 200 run series, hopefully, to see one. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I hope to see you all in the next video, and I hope to see you guys live over on Twitch. Take care, guys.